Thanks for tuning into this week's edition of Going Gainesville. I'm Lesley, owner of Salman Home Realty and your host, and I'm here today with my co-host,
Josh Tradinick with J Tread Woodworking.
Thanks for being here today with me, Josh.
Yeah, thank you.
And we are at Ornery Beer Company. We're gonna go inside and try some beers. You ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Thank you guys so much for having us out. We're here sitting with Randy, the owner, and Ferdinand, the head brewer. It's been great to be here.
It's nice meeting you.
How you doing?
And you guys, Ornery is a pretty established name in Northern Virginia. Can you tell me about why you came out to this area and what you're trying to do in this particular location?
Yeah. So, as you mentioned, Ornery, we opened in 2015 in the Woodbridge area, and after a few years, we made a pivot to a new location in Fairfax, where we have our full restaurant and brewery, a small pilot brewery where we create new beers and new recipes. And then we opened up what is now our production facility here in the Bristow, Manassas area. It's a 20-barrel brewery with 40-barrel fermenters, just short of 3,000 barrel capacity. And so we needed to create our production brewery in an economic, area that worked on rent and cost-wise, and being able to put now a tap room in here for the public consumption and tasting room, along with our brewery, is our full business plan of how do we create a restaurant experience in Fairfax and a tasting room and brewery experience in the Bristow area.
Well, I think it fits in perfectly in this sort of area. There's a couple other places along the way you can just hop on down and try your place too.
So Randy, how did you guys come up with the name Ornery?
We had a dozen names on postcards. We were handing them out to strangers at wineries, at other breweries. Check off your favorite names, In the meantime, I was involved as an investor in another brew pub in the market. And the head brewer there, we like to jerk each other's chain a lot. And he's like, "You're an ornery son of a bitch." The name is Ornery Beer, Ornery Brewing, and I added that to the postcard, and we just kept on handing them out, and everybody checked that name. I'm like, all right, I'm an ornery son of a bitch.
That's great.
So Ferdinand, I hear you have an interesting story on how you became head brewer and brewing beer in general. Can you enlighten us on that?
Yeah, I used to be a financial consultant with Booz Allen, and I got laid off, I think in 2011. Booz Allen went through a big layoff period and flooded the job market with men and women who had 10 years of experience. So I ended up trying my hand at brewing at home, and I liked it. Moved to England, got a degree in brewing tech, moved back, and been in the brewing industry ever since.
Do you guys have any events coming up, or what kind of differentiates you guys from the other breweries around here?
There's a couple things out there. One, we're trying to make sure that we're open 7 days a week. So that's a little bit different in the market. We do $10 growler fills every Monday. So while every other brewery in the market is closed, we're filling up growlers for $10 a piece. We do $5 Thirsty Thursday pints, $5 pints all night long on Thursdays. And then just coming week, we're releasing our bourbon barrel-aged Lord Vader Imperial Stout, right in time for the rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
And so we try to do a lot of different cool fun beers. We try to rotate a lot of different beers into our format so that we have a wide variety. And then right after the Lord Vader, we've got the Raspberry Saison coming up.
Yum. So time to get down to business, what everybody's been waiting for. What do we have here to drink?
This is West Indian Viagra. It's our export stout. It's got big body to it, lots of dark notes, roasts, and a touch of chocolate.
I can see where the name comes from. It's definitely a stiff drink.
So this one's our Light of Cologne. It's German Kolsch. It's a light ale, some grassy notes to it.
It is sweet with a dry finish.
It is good.
This is Pimp Maibach. It's a German Maibach with a sweeter finish. It's a little on the drier side and a higher ABV.
It is good. It's got like that toffee flavor.
Yeah, great finish.
This one is Wildflower Wheat. We made it with 5 pounds of honey in a 3-barrel batch. It's about 4% ABV, got some toasty notes that blend really nicely with the honey.
Caramel and a honey taste to it as well.
Yeah, it's nice and
Super
light.
good.
So this is Flanders Folly. It's our Belgian Saison. Comes in at about 7%. It's full of ester and phenolic notes, and it's dry with a touch of sweetness on the back end.
It's kind of a spicy, peppery, citrusy flavor.
Very citrusy. Yeah.
So good.
This is our Pacific Waves. It's one of our core brand IPAs. It's West Coast with lots of Citra hops and Cascades and Centennial in it. Very floral, very citrusy.
Yeah, that's a good IPA.
Definitely.
IPAs are my favorite.
Randy and Ferdinand, thanks so much for having us out and showing us all the great things about your new brewery here.
Thanks for coming out.
It's been awesome. And thank you, Josh, for being the most excellent co-host ever.
Thank you.
And thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Going Gainesville, because we're going Gainesville.
So are you.